Okay, the next element of art we are going to cover is form, shape and form. And what is the difference between a shape and a form? A shape is 2D. It only has 2 dimensions. Since it only has 2 dimensions, it can only be drawn or painted etc. You cannot actually hold a shape. A form is 3D. Since it has that additional third dimension, it can be held. It is the actual object. You can also draw a form, but you cannot hold a shape where you can hold a form. Okay? So, there's a few different basic forms that I want to go through. Today I'm going to go over rectangular prism. We're doing this in pen. So, step number 1 is to draw a rectangle. So, I'm going to draw my rectangle standing up on its side here, taller than it is wider. Step 2 is to draw 3 diagonal lines. So for this rectangular prism, which is basically a box, I'm going to see the top and the right side. So I'm going to go from the top left corner, I'm going to go up and to the right. Then the top right corner, I got to go the same direction, about the same length, and the bottom right corner. Same direction, same length. Step 3 is to draw a vertical and a horizontal line. So the vertical goes off of these 2 points there. And if you got those the same direction, the same length, it will visually look correct. And the horizontal goes back here. And step 4 is to shape. So for this one, I am going to do pointillism. My light is coming from the above left. So this top of the box is going to be the lightest. So just a few little dots. Remember, pointillism is just dots. The front is going to be a medium, so a few more dots. Try to keep it somewhat even on how many dots you cover over that rectangle in the front. And this side over here is going to be darker, so the dots are going to get closer together. Okay. Now my shadow is going to come underneath here a little bit, so I'm going to do some dots, and these are going to be really dark, so almost black. And then it's going to come out this way. I'm going to come off of this corner this way, and then down this little diagonal, because the light hits this angle right here. So it's going to hit that same angle over there. So this is all dark over here for the shadow, so almost black. Doesn't have to be solid, because you're doing pointillism. Get it filled in pretty dark. As long as it's darker than that right side of your rectangular prism, then you're fine. Doesn't have to be black, like I said, as long as it's got dark shadow. Depends on how much strong of a light you have as to how dark or light this gets. Sometimes shadows are just barely noticeable. Okay, so there's our first rectangular prism. Our next one is going to lay on its side, and I'm going to see the top and left side. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to draw my rectangle. I'm going to draw up my 3 diagonal lines so that you see the top and the left side. So my diagonals have to go up and to the left off of the two top sides and the bottom left. So now I need a vertical. That's not quite as long as the other one now. So I need my vertical, and I need my horizontal. For this one, the light's still coming from the above left. For this one, I'm going to do hatching and cross hatching. So the top is still going to be my lightest. So just a few lines. I'm just going to do straight lines, diagonal lines, straight diagonal lines. This left side is going to be medium, so a few more lines. Front side is going to be darker, so they're going to be closer still. But I'm not going to do cross hatching yet. I'm going to save my cross hatching for the shadow. Make sure you get it to go all the way to the edge of your rectangular prism. The shadow will come off of here a little bit and come out this way. And it's going to come out back here a little bit, and then the diagonal here to hit that one back there. So now I'm going to do my cross hatching in here. The lines are going to be really close because I want it to look pretty dark. So I've done one direction, now I'm going to go the other way and do cross hatching. Okay, there's my next rectangular prism. Two more rectangular prisms to go. Okay, this time I'm going to see the front and the right side only, not the top or the bottom. So I'm going to draw the front of the box, front of the rectangular prism. It can be any rectangle shape you want. I did kind of a square almost. And then to make it so it looks like I only see the right side, this top line is going to come down, and this bottom line is going to come up some, because as things go farther back, they get smaller. And then I need a vertical line. So it narrows as it comes back. This one I'm going to do scumble. So my light's still coming from the above left. All of these, you just have to flip it around if the light comes from the above right. So this first one, these big circles. And then this one over here is going to be a little bit darker. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to fill it all the way to the edge of that line. And then my shadow comes under here a little bit, comes across this way, comes back here. Now it's going to hit this angle, so it's going to come down this way. And those are going to be real small circles, almost black. So just a little bit of light comes through. There's our third rectangular prism. And our fourth one, I'm going to see the front and the top. And this, if you saw the front and the left side, you just flip this side around and bring it down this side and this side, as long as it narrows in the back. So this last one, I'm going to see the front and the top. So this box is going to stand up on its side here. And I'm only going to see the top, so the top needs to narrow. So off of the left side, it kind of goes up and to the right, and off the right side, it goes up and to the left. And then I need a horizontal line to close it off. Okay. Now, the light's still coming from the above left, so the top is going to be very light, and I think I'll do hatching and cross hatching again, but this time I'll just do straight across. No, I'll go up and down. So just a few lines here. And then the front, I go the other direction, and the lines need to be a little closer. Then the shadow, still coming from the above left, so the shadow is going to come down off of here a little bit, come out this way, and it hits this angle here, so it goes this way, and I'll do cross hatching on this. And I think I'm going to go back in and add a few more lines to this. This is a little too light for me, and it's a little too controlled. I didn't let it flow enough yet. There, that's better. Okay, so there is my fourth rectangular prism.